may not even look at my babies, so why do you think you can touch them? Hey guys, it's me Gavin, and welcome to today's video. This week on this collab channel we are doing story times. I finally came to the conclusion that I would do the time I wrote a book. This book is called No Ma'am, and it's about slavery. Let's just get into this. So this is an illustration, really nice cloud, obviously. First page, oh god. I was working in the fields at 4 in the morning. I don't know, this is about a girl slavery, so I don't know why she was working in the fields. Like, I obviously didn't know anything. I was working in the fields at, oh, here's Roxy, at 4 in the morning while Mrs. Sonnen was sitting on the front porch drinking hot tea. I could see the steam from the cup like there was a fire in the distance. I don't know what that means, honestly. Mrs. Sonnen is leaving in 4 hours for her power walk. That means I have to wash the dishes, scrub the marble, and wash their horrible porcelain wonder. And the teacher was like, do you know what a porcelain wonder is? And I was like, it's a dog. They were like, no, that's a toilet. And I was like, oh, fun. I decided to change it to horrible because no one wants to wash a toilet. That's just the first list. I still have 49 more lists to go. I don't know, honestly, like, why is there 50 lists? Like, why can't there just be one giant list? I'm looking at all my fellow workers thinking this is not right. So I go up to Mrs. Sonnen and in a deep, dark, low voice, I say, ... This is the next drawing. As you can see, I was really good with drawing people. Like, look at Mrs. Sonnen, and I missed a little spot, but you know what? We can't all be winners. Listen here, ma'am. If I didn't capitalize I. And my friends are going to work in your wheat fields. I don't know why I said wheat because they worked with cotton, not wheat. So, I demand to be protected. And if you don't get everyone gloves, then I am going to hit the road. Mrs. Sonnen looks at me with fire in her eyes. Her face turns pale. I could see the color from her face melting away. She's yelling at the top of her lungs, really vulgar words. Everyone looks at the top of the front porch like a bomb was ticking from 5 to 0. Wow, honestly, like, I don't see this drawing. I want you to see if you can tell what's wrong with this drawing. This drawing, the hand is backwards. I want to know how this is. I was looking at my own hand while doing this. I look back at my fellow workers. Their thumbs were as high as they could go. It's like they were practically pointing at themselves. Mrs. Sonnen then looked like she was going to pass out. She took 3 big breaths. It was like she was going to start a tornado. She looks at me calm and demands, Mary, go to the market and get onions for supper. Really nice eyes, like honestly, like who doesn't want white eyes with black lines in it, like. And then this child, look, he is running away from the Pope. I brush off my dress. I walk down the stairs that lead to the porch. Wait, I'm just realizing that I say I brush off my dress, but in this picture right here, she's wearing pants and a shirt, so. And then in this picture, she's wearing overalls, like, okay, that lead to the porch. I'm walking down the road that leads to the market. I look inside the entrance to the market. I could see the children run. I could smell all the fresh picked fruit, and I could feel the thick air. I go to pick up 2 fresh onions. All the laughter had stopped, like a light switch got turned off. The girl was, oh, here's the drawing. There's a whole bunch of TVs, and that's her, and her hands are white. The girl was selling the onions slapped my hands. You may not even look at my babies, so why do you think you can touch them? I was so astonished. My hands went to fists. I looked up. I picked up 1 onion. I looked at the ground. I threw the onion at the ground so hard that when it prickled the concrete, the onion exploded. I exit the market with no onions. I was terrified of what may happen to me. Just as I passed the technology store, I noticed that just as I predicted, I was on the news, wanted, dead or alive. for smashing an onion. I don't know what I was thinking, like, Miss Sonin, your hair. Like, yes, queen, yes. I then pulled my hood up, trying to hide my face. I then was looking at a police officer's face. I demanded to get out of the jail cell. I walked to the corner of the concrete boxes. Then I heard the door open and the metal scratched the floor. I ran out of the police station, with permission. Because you know what? You never want to break the rules, right? Terrified, I wanted to run back to the cell. Then Miss Sonin is standing right in front of me with her left hand on her hip. Hip spelt with 2 P's. Desperate, I asked, Miss Sonin, what are you doing here? I clearly got lazy, and I didn't want to finish. Not knowing what she was going to say, she opens her lips, covered in red lipstick. Hello, she mumbled. I knew what she was going to say. Knew as in N-E-W. She tells me 4 words. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but can you see how I spelt 4? I spelt it with an actual 4 instead of an F. Words I do not want to hear. You have been replaced. Been spelled B-I-N. She walked off. Deep in my heart, I know it was wrong. Wrong spelled R-O-N-G. But I felt good. You know what, honestly? Who thought that 5th graders writing books and making us pay $12 each book? And I remember ordering like 4 of those. So that's a lot of money. I still have all 4. I don't know why I ordered 4. That is this week's video. I hope you liked me reading my old book that I did. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Bye.